All right, what's going on to you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to give you guys my thoughts on CurrencyWorks stock, or ticker symbol CWRK. Let's get into it. As always, we'll go over each topic that we're going to be discussing, and then we'll dive into each one individually. To kick it off, we will go over this animation that I made for you guys, briefly describing what CurrencyWorks is. Okay, so we'll kick it off with a description. Of course, when you're analyzing any stock, you want to know what the company does. We will then move on to why I'm personally bullish on CurrencyWorks in 2021 and beyond. So that is my personal opinion. We'll then move on to market cap. I will explain to you guys why that is important to me. And then we'll finally close it off with my year-end price target. Okay, so this just says price target, but keep in mind this is more so my 2021 price target. All right, so I do hope you guys like this new animation I designed for you. I figured kick 2021 off with some new designs, some new looks. So we've moved beyond just the screenshots of notes. Please let me know if you guys like this design I made for you down below, because I'm pretty proud of it personally. All right, so we'll go over that first. Again, just get a general idea of why we're bullish on CWRK. We'll then move on to the charts. In all honesty, guys, these charts are so sporadic. This is such a small company. Again, we'll get into the market cap and stuff. It's pretty hard to read, and there's not much I can tell you on the charts from a macro perspective. Like, you can kind of day trade this stock. Obviously, the charts are important if you're going to day trade it. I'm a buy and hold kind of guy for stocks like this. I view this as almost as a venture investment. So I'll still let you guys know what I'm seeing on the charts, but in all honesty, there's not much to tell you on the charts. Okay. Again, this is a fundamentally driven stock for me personally, and I want to make that very clear right off the bat. All right. We'll then move on to, of course, what I do for all these analysis videos. We'll take a look at their website. It's always good to look at companies' websites, just get an idea of who they are, who their team is, what they do. Again, because if you're going to invest in a stock, you want to know what the company does, who the people behind it are. All right. So hope you guys are excited for this. I'm excited to share this company with you guys. Again, this is one of those stocks that I think definitely has potential in a cryptocurrency bull market. So yeah, I'm excited to share with you guys. Before we do get into it though, I will ask you to please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it today, or if you're already invested in CWRK. Shout out to the newsletter group. We caught this one pretty early. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, want to catch more content like this. And again, shout out to the newsletter. Of course, please check out my complete portfolio and daily newsletter. First link in the description. If you want to know how I'll be trading CWRK over the course of this year, I did just say it was pretty much a buy and hold, which it is, but there's so many other exciting stocks and cryptocurrencies in the crypto market right now, in the crypto sector, that are not CWRK, and of course that I'm invested in and interested in and will cover. So yeah, if you want to know what those are and exactly how I'm trading them, portfolio newsletter, first link in the description. If not, no worries at all though. Let's get into CWRK, of course, kicking it off with this graphic. So CurrencyWorks, again, ticker symbol CWRK. Do want to make clear right off the bat, I've seen some questions about this because I did feature this stock in my number one stock pick of 2021. This was an honorable mention. You cannot buy this on exchanges like Robinhood. You can only buy this on exchanges or on brokerage platforms that offer OTC stocks or over-the-counter stocks. I personally use TD Ameritrade for all OTC stocks. GBTC is another very popular OTC stock. So I use TD Ameritrade. You're going to have to use any brokerage platform. It doesn't have to be TD, but anyone that sells OTC, over-the-counter stocks. All right. So CurrencyWorks description. What is CurrencyWorks? CurrencyWorks is pretty much helping companies to create their own tokens. So tokens, if you're not familiar, I'm sure many of you are, but tokens, Ethereum is a token, Bitcoin is technically a token, Chainlink is a token. Tokens are pretty much just the metric of accounting for all these blockchain-based projects, all right? So say Amazon, just for an example, I'm not saying they're partnered with Amazon or anything. For example, if Amazon wanted to create Amazon token, that could be a currency, a native currency to Amazon.com, to the Amazon platform, that customers would be able to use within Amazon. And so that's one method, that's one use case for creating your own token, for a company creating their own token. And the other use case is obviously to provide liquidity. The same reasons companies like to go public selling shares of their company is to bring in liquid. And if companies want to sell tokens of their company, similar to shares, that can get kind of sketchy. You're kind of tiptoeing into the danger grounds, the danger zones of the SEC. But again, there's still a lot of potential here. From what I've done, from the research I've done so far, these guys look like they're really trying to abide by all the legalities within the sector, which is huge. Because again, it's we're still in such a young, the cryptocurrency space is still a very young space, which is very, very important to keep in mind. Still a lot of regulatory hurdles, and companies who are doing their best to abide by all regulatory hurdles are companies that I like. Okay, so always pay your taxes, kids. Why I'm bullish: with so much attention on the crypto space, companies will begin to educate and engage themselves in token offerings. So that's the fundamental argument for, like, that's why I'm bullish on the company itself. That's where that's the purpose the company fulfills in my mind. But the investor side of me, the investor argument is that CWRK is a crypto stock with a small market cap, and it's likely to perform well in a bull market. Okay, so this kind of wraps around to the PSA here, you guys. This objective, and I did say this before, I've said this a few times, I've talked about this stock in a few previous videos, is that this stock is objectively pretty risky. Okay, this has a very small market cap, $25 million market cap. This is where the market cap comes in. $25 million is a drop in the bucket. This is like a micro cap stock. Okay, so this is a very, very small market cap, and when you have small market caps, it takes less capital it takes very little, I should say, capital inflow and outflow to alter the individual share price. Okay, so we can currently see CurrencyWorks is at 77 cents right now. Let's zoom out, just show you guys how much this has climbed recently. I think Portfolio Group remind me, I think we got in around like 30 cents is when I started covering it, which was just before the new year. And then once it broke out of this ascending channel that it was in, it just absolutely went off to the races. So just before the new year, it was at 33 cents. It spiked to a high just days later at 99 cents. So that's a 3x in just a few days, which again is staggering growth. But this staggering growth can come because the market cap is so small. It does not take much capital inflow to appreciate or depreciate, that's the danger of it, the individual share price. Okay, so the smaller the market cap, the less capital inflow it takes to alter the individual stock price. Okay, so that's very important to keep in mind. That is why I put in the title, I do think CWRK has a potential to 20-30x over time to reach $10 per share. And 20 to 30x, keep in mind, that is a pretty broad range. $10 per share is just a ballpark. But again, that's where the market cap comes in to play as well. So say CurrencyWorks is at 77 cents right now. Let's just round it up to $1. If CurrencyWorks was to 10x, that would bring it to a $250 so say we get to $1 share. I'm sorry, should have thought this through a little harder. Say we get to $1 a share in CurrencyWorks, that would bring us up to roughly, just call it a $30 million valuation. If we 10x from there to bring it to $10 a share, that would only bring us to a $300 million valuation, which is still tiny. If we wanted to get to a $1 billion valuation, we would then 3x from that point, which brings us to of course, again, just levels that's where you're looking at, again, that 30 to 40 to 50x potential. Again, with companies this small, you guys, I'm sorry I'm not giving you round numbers, but that's because I don't have a round number in mind. I don't know how high this thing can go, but I do know that cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin bull market has engaged. The crypto bull market of 2021 is here, and I know that some of these stocks are going to act like stocks did back in the dot-com bubble. You work in the crypto space, your stock is likely to appreciate in value. It doesn't matter what you do. And again, that's why it's very important to understand the fundamentals. Try your best to pick companies that do well, because that's when even if the bubble does pop, you don't get just completely annihilated in the end. Okay, so again, that's why I like CurrencyWorks. I think that what they're working on is cool, and that's why I think they have the potential to 20 to 30x over the course of 2021. All right. Let's take a look at their website quickly, and then we'll take a look at the charts one more time and just zoom out, and I'll let you guys know what I'm thinking on the charts again, even though there isn't much to talk about there, in my personal opinion. So product: CurrencyWorks solves real problems with solutions for real customers with clearly defined token models of payment tokens with credit, security tokens, and non-fungible tokens. Okay, so again, this is the only company that I know of, especially public company, I have to imagine, that is working towards helping companies create tokens. Again, like I said in the beginning, they're helping companies create their own tokens. So I think their one client, their largest client right now is Eastman Kodak. So Kodak, obviously a little more of a legacy play. It's not really something to brag about, but everyone knows the name Kodak. I think they're working on something like how Getty Images owns a lot of the IP to images online. They're helping tokenize that, which is actually a very solid use case. So again, it's just they just help companies create tokens create native tokens for their own company. Okay, so honestly, you guys, in all honesty, you guys know I geek out over websites. This website objectively sucks. So CurrencyWorks, if anyone from CurrencyWorks is watching right now, please update your, or like get somebody else and make a better website, because like the interface is lazy, and like, just to be completely honest, the interface is pretty lazy, and I think it could be a lot better. So let's take a look at team again, because team is a really important thing, in my opinion, especially when you're looking at really small companies. You want to understand the competency of their team. Okay, so executive team, I'm not going to go over these names, but I do recommend you guys go look into this for yourself. Take a look at the website for yourself. It doesn't matter what stock you're looking into. Please always go to the company's website, check out the investor tab, check out their team, check out just whatever you feel is necessary to get the proper due diligence done on these companies. Because again, the more you know, the more advantage you have on those who are just chasing the shiny object, which is to be honest, with this stock, probably going to be a lot of people. Okay, so I did look over the team. They have, I like to see some veteran individuals. I'm not going to call them old, they are kind of old, but veteran individuals. They have a lot of leadership experience amongst them, and they've all worked within this space, so those are good signs. Those are signs that they're still around in the space. It means they haven't done something so wrong to be evicted and banished from the space. So that's good. And from the very little research I've done on each of these individuals, they all look solid. Okay, so again, the main reason, I want to be bluntly honest right now, the main reason I like this stock is because I think it has crazy growth potential in a cryptocurrency bull market. Okay, if we weren't in a cryptocurrency bull market right now, I wouldn't be talking about this stock, but since we are, I think that this stock has crazy potential. Again, that 20 to 30x potential that could come out of small market cap stocks that with a solid mission, with a solid company. Again, I think this company is cool. I think they're solving a very like real problem and creating a real solution in the blockchain ecosystem. But as a trader, I think this is just a great play long term. I think it can do very well. I think we could see at least a double-digit CWRK by the end of this crypto bull market of 2021. And again, $10 from here would be like like 12x or something. So a little more than 12x. You guys, please don't criticize my math, but you guys get the point here. I think there's crazy growth potential for CWRK. Please let me know down below if you do more research on them, what you think about them. If you've been invested before this huge pop we saw, if you plan on investing, because again, I'm always interested in what you guys are interested in. So I'll talk to you downstairs. Until next time, guys, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.